Legend to the War here, and today we've got a saving a disaster situation playing as Corone, where over the end turn, this huge blob of bloody High Elves is going to attack this guy here. Now he's got a really good army. It's full of Grail Knights, Grail Guardians, Royal Hippogriff Knights, and Blessed Field Trebuchets. I guess the Field Trebuchets are there as for sieges, I guess. I mean, you've already got siege attackers here, but anyway. And it's just a lot of stuff to deal with, and he says that his forces get overwhelmed. So let's hit the end turn and see how we go. I don't feel the need to use any exploits to try to change his stance. I mean, we can still use Force March, but it's not great that he's standing in enemy territory there. That just means that over the end turn he's not going to get any replenishment. If he was standing over here, which we could get him to do that, but then I'd have to tag out the general, because we don't want to be in Force March. Definitely not. Oh, hang on. Being in Force March won't hurt the Grail Guardians at all, because they're on... they've got perfect vigor. They're the ones that really... These ones here will, but that's okay. They're flying. Just wondering if I should just move over here. Let me just check to see if you've got... No, you don't have any extra replenishment rate, and you probably would only get a little bit from here anyway. No, I'm not going to bother doing that. Okay, let's just move on to the next turn and just see what we have to deal with. So, a lot of spearmen there. Which, you know, they're a low tier unit, but we've got a cavalry-based army. And it's just the sheer number of them coming at us. Alright, so it's Valiant Defeat. So, we have an elite army going up against low tier stuff, but it's just the sheer quantity of them that's coming at us. Especially if you leave them in prolonged combat, they can totally get wrecked, even by spearmen, just because of how many there are. Okay, I think this is kind of an endurance run here. It's also possible that he tried to hold down the position with the Blessed Field Trebuchets. That's not what we need to do here. Alright, make sure the banners are all on the right people. Speed might be better on... Let's see. You got 90 speed on Grail Knights, that's awesome. 85 speed on Grail Guardians. Who's the slowest? Who needs to keep up? Probably you. Probably you, because they might target you. Alright, and let's see how we go here. Yeah, because what we need to do is get the Blessed Field Trebuchets off the battlefield fairly early. Just withdraw them, because our biggest strength here is our mobility. That's what we have over them. Because they've mostly just got spearmen, or just infantry in general, we could be running circles around them. But we can't do that if we're trying to defend a position. And that might be what he was trying to do. Trying to keep his field trebuchets, sorry, Blessed Field Trebuchets in the battle as long as possible. And I just don't think that defending them is that important. Especially if we already use up a bunch of their ammo before they get here. So what I'm going to do, get them to stand back. These can hide, can't they? Yeah, let's hide them, just to begin with. Same thing over here, because we're not going to defend it. So stand over here, fly over there. Okay, what we're going to do is go back over to here, turn around. Let them shoot for as long as possible, but when it becomes apparent that... Oh, hang on, what I should do is fly over on the water. Oh, that's a juicy position right there, but I wouldn't have been able to make it there. So balance of power is in our favor, but we have to keep in mind that a lot of reinforcements are coming, and they do have a type advantage to us. So I can definitely see where a newer player might have trouble with this. If you just attack this head on, it's not going to work. Because, like, Bretonnian cavalry are very good, but you gotta know how to use them correctly. Why are you doing that now, Alariel? So hopefully they walk right past us here, but they might not. So they've got some cavalry that's pretty quick as well. They've got Illyrian Reavers, but they don't stand a chance against Grail Knights. Alright, so here we go. Alright, they're sending some stuff over here, which was very silly, I think. What are these? Silver Helms? No. Let's go get rid of them. How much magic do we have? A bit. I don't think we need to rely on it too much. So yeah, just let them do as much damage as they can. Yeah, I think they're going to detect us. Try to move a bit more over that way. Now the downside to us getting rid of the Illyrian Reaver archers is that it's just going to bring in more troops, because there's so many of them in total. Alright. Don't worry too much about Illyrian Reaver archers. Aim for the regular archers if we can. Because they're going to be our next priority to kill after we... Okay, we need to get rid of the enemy cavalry first. Kind of wish we had a life wizard. That would be way more useful here, because this is going to be an endurance run. Like I said, we're just not going to defend this position. Good. So, they're walking right past here. Why is that important? Because I intend to run over here to their reinforcement zone and pick off their reinforcements as they come in. Yeah, won't be much longer before we have to withdraw from the battlefield here. And... see ya! Shit, just drop it and go. And no casualties. They're like, what? What a bunch of cowards. Yep. We were never, ever, ever, never, 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 never gonna hold that position. So don't try. And now we have a full cavalry army against a full spear army. So we just got to figure that out. Alright, now. Flying Goon Squad. Let's get that into a control group. Ilariel's flying. We need to figure out some way of... actually, you come over here. They're blobbing up a fair bit. You're going to be control group 2. We should do some magic on them. Okay, let's see. This area here is looking pretty isolated. Let's get them. And then... they walk right into that. Okay, get up. We don't want to get pinned down by their Illyrian Reavers. In the early stages of the battle here. How did that chain lightning go? Honestly, they've seen better. Okay, these guys here. Okay. We just got one guy off the on the ground. If we could lure the Illyrian Reavers away, that'd be good because we want to get them off the battlefield as early as possible. So the chain lightning didn't get that many kills. Yeah, it wasn't the best. Oh well, that's what happens when they move randomly, I guess. Just wasn't the best. All right, let's kill these. Now we want to be fighting near impassable terrain because if we need to fly back up, all we have to do is click on the impassable terrain and we actually do that. We fly up. And as soon as one of these guys here leaves the battlefield, we should start seeing reinforcements come in and cap them real quick. Did that? Yeah, no, we got him with the chain lightning. We hit him a bit. Like I said, we need to use our speed. Hit and run's the way to go here. Just staying in prolonged combat isn't going to work. I don't care if it's low tier units. We have a type disadvantage. Okay, none of them withdrew in the correct direction. Is that Tyrion? No, it's Eltharion. Okay. That's not so bad. Still, what we don't want to do is get into a prolonged fight, as I said, and have them pin us down so the spearmen and archers can get at us. So we've got to have really quick engagements. So, unfortunately we didn't rout anyone off the battlefield yet, so no reinforcements have come in. But we've got them coming at us really disorganized, which is good. That's what we want. Alright, these guys here. Yeah, if we could use a whole lot of them to attack one unit, we can get them to break fairly easily, because morale is very strong in Warhammer 2. In order to break a unit, you've really got to overwhelm it quite quickly. And so sending like 1 or 2 units to charge into it just isn't going to cut it. Yeah, nah. No, there's too many units over there. And cavalry in this game are iffy as fuck. Come on, move. Just wait for the right opportunities. Because the thing is, if we make a bad engagement, it'll just do so much damage to us. Whereas we have the ability to probe at them and wait for the right time. See, even going after Eltharion there... actually, I might be able to make this work. Alright, Solarial's over here. I don't think she's got banishment. No. So, we don't have to worry about her unless she wants to land, in which case that's her funeral. Okay, difficult to get at the Illyrian Reaver archers, but the Illyrian Reaver is not so bad. He's going for the wizard. That's why I wanted to give her the speed. Yeah, no, they didn't land Alariel. Oh, God, they got that ability. Yeah, that's annoying. It didn't kill any of us, but it did do a fair bit of damage. Anyway, we've just about got rid of Eltharion. I think he's the one that had that. Yeah, he did. The Assault of Stone. Oh, great, now their reinforcements come in. Still, I think we traded okay to get rid of Eltharion. Like I said, a Life Wizard would have been really useful here, but we just... it's not what we got. Good heavens. Don't see any particularly good casting opportunities here yet. So what's this? Yeah, that's Alariel. Alright, cool. We got rid of Eltharion. That's 1 down out of 4. Okay, need some more good opportunities for shooting. Spearman sitting around over here. Eltharion wasn't the commander of the battle. Wait, was he? No, I don't think so. I think this one's just getting scared because they're isolated. So yeah, we can't charge in on the Illyrian Reaver archers. They are faster than us. That just won't work. Just keep waiting for the right opportunity. It'll present itself eventually. Good. It got nothing done. This is why it's important to isolate these units. Yeah, you do not want to stay in a prolonged fight. Bounce Power's still in our favor, but they've still got a lot of reinforcements to come in. It'd be great if we could get rid of these, but I don't think I've got anything that I could use to slow them down. Curse them in. No, that won't do anything. See, and again, Life Magic's got some slowdown spells. If I ride underneath Alariel, I don't think she'll land. And sometimes charging right for a unit actually makes it Makes them kind of more accurate against you. And then they run right into their spearmen. Yeah, like I said, those units just gonna be. Hang on, I selected them. Just gonna be a problem. Yeah, she's not gonna land. The only thing we can hope to do against the other Reaver Archers is just wait for them to run out of ammo. I can't do anything against. Oh, she did land. Holy crap. Okay. Don't use the Grail Guardians there. Use the Grail Knights because they're anti-large. She's the actual commander of the battle. We take her down, and we'll be able to rout their forces a lot easier. Alright, here comes an opportunity, I think. Yeah, take that in that direction. Yeah, unfortunately, cavalry are just not good against single entities there. So yeah, once they've run out of ammunition, they'll just charge right in. How'd she go? Yeah, that other one was a good one. Oh, god damn it, we're gonna have to bail. Luckily, she already used up her Star of Avalon. She might still heal. But, yeah, we can't be fighting her with all these spearmen coming in. We'll just take way too much damage. We'll trade really poorly for bounce power. Okay, let's get moving out of here. I want to try to avoid these spearmen as much as possible. Ideally, we want the chain lightnings to do as much damage to the spearmen as possible. And the archers. Trying to see which direction all of this is going to go. See how that goes. Okay, move over there. How are we going? Yeah. Yeah, she didn't do much damage to us, but we just weren't able to get at her. This one's going to run out of ammo soon, and then we can fight it. It's just unfortunate, but sometimes you just got to suck it up with those kind of units. Alright, we've lost a fair bit of health, but no entities have died on the Hippogriff Knights. It might be good if we start relying a little bit more on the cavalry. Oh, here we go. That's what you want to see. Isolated units. Like I said, if you're patient enough, eventually... Hang on, this is good. Something will pop up. Oh, move, move, move. That's it. Didn't really need to flank it. Just completely dumb charge in there. Just to break it straight away. Get back. Good. Alright, what's this over here? That's a lord. Shadow magic. Getting rid of this one would get rid of an arcane conduit. And we're quite vulnerable to Melkoth mystifying miasma. I really, really wish we had a life wizard instead of a heavens. Really, really make a big difference here, I think. Because a lot of stuff here is going to damage us, but not kill us. Again, it's a single entity. The cavalry is so bad at dealing with this. Okay, we're actually quite surrounded over here. I don't think that's a good opportunity. Because what would happen is I go into melee with it and they all just charge down the hill. Okay, let's split up the Grail Knights and the Grail Guardians. I want the Grail Guardians going after infantry, Grail Knights going after cavalry. That's it, escort them off the battlefield. Okay, opportunity coming up over here for another chain lightning. Okay, good. Now, get back around over here. Okay, squeeze around over here. Okay, more reinforcements are coming in. Oh, That's actually an opportunity. Let's get rid of them. Do we have time to kill this? I think we do. What's this experience? Only 2 tiers. Okay, it shouldn't last that long. If we charge a lot in here, we should be able to break it and just get it off the battlefield. That's it. That's it. You've got to use overwhelming force on just one unit to break it. That's the way. Cool, got it, rid of it. That's all we want to do. Okay, let's move on to the next position. Alright, we've lost the Hippogriff Knight now. But we're getting pretty good kills with her. Yeah, Alariel's the actual commander. See, this is their reinforcement zone. Yeah, if we can charge into them when they've only done like 50 damage, that's great. Just get them off the battlefield. Come on. But don't charge into something like this, because it'll just run back to all their other spearmen. And we essentially get caught into a trap. Alright, if there's any more reinforcements that come in over here, just don't worry about it. We gotta get moving. See, okay, let's try this. Let's try this. You are in good shape. I want you to go take out Alariel. Because he is actually good against taking out single entities. Okay, we're back up to 30 wins. And also, she's kind of isolated there. Thing is, we really want to make sure she gets wounded. Reducing their leadership by 10, while that's not a big deal, it's still something. And it's permanent. Whereas she runs off the battlefield, it won't be worth anything. So let's wrap around her. Probably going to take some damage because we brought these ones in. Make sure she can't escape. That's it. Come on, wound her, wound her. Yes, we got it. Okay, cool. Alright, I think we've got a interesting position coming in over here. Because we've just wounded the enemy lord, their leadership's going to be pretty low, and we've got an opportunity to pincer them. Okay, you get ready to cast spells over here. I'm getting attacked. Don't worry about that spearman there. Bounce power's looking alright. Still. That's it. Just route all of these ones over here. Wherever we're going to get the most damage. How's that going? Good. Alright, good stuff. Okay, and so far we've only taken one casualty. Oh, actually no, we've taken a couple of casualties. Not many, though. Alright, still good opportunities over here for chain lightnings. Okay, the Hippogriff Knights could actually use a little bit of a rest. Good. Yeah, they could use a rest, but there's no time. I think we're getting some pretty good casts in there. I don't think it's a good idea to use Common of Cast on Dora, because with that spell you really need to pin an enemy down and then cast it. So that's what you really need like melee infantry for. It's a good combination with that one. It's not a good combination with cavalry. If you're just casting into a moving unit, vortex spells are usually better because they don't try to dodge it, whereas they definitely try to dodge bombardment spells. That's why I usually don't value bombardment spells over vortex spells. Comet of Casadora can definitely do a lot of damage, but they've got to be pinned down. Right, we're starting to get low on magic, but she's already done enough damage, so I'm pretty happy with her. So if we get a good opportunity like this, we'll take it. Yeah, we're probably not going to get another cast in for a while. Might be a good idea with her, actually, is to put her over here and see if she can just hide. Alright, now we got to find isolated targets. There should be reinforcements coming in, because we did get rid of quite a few units. Because yeah, if we go charging into this, even though the bounce power's in our favor, I don't think we could cause a chain rout, because every single one of these units boosts the morale of the other units in sort of preventing us from getting the faster, stronger enemies penalty, which is one of the strongest morale debuffs you can do in this game. Which is why I specifically look for isolated units. It's all about stacking the amount of strength in one particular area to be overwhelmingly stronger than the AI, even if they have an overall stronger army than yours. You know, another chain lightning would be nice. Well, I'm not going to get one for a while. We've just got to wait. Alright, did any of their... Okay, when these two here leave the battlefield, more reinforcements will come in. So let's be ready for that. And hopefully it's going to be archers, because that's very easy for cavalry to get rid of. If you lot could keep them busy down here a little bit, so that they're not going to distract us here. Now, okay, yep, there's more reinforcements. I was going to say, if there's no reinforcements coming, that just means that, oh, no. Silver helms. That just means that there's no more reinforcements coming. But yeah, they're still coming in. If there's archers and cavalry coming in, that means we're seeing the back end of the battle. That means no more melee infantry, no more spearmen to come. So silver helms don't stand a chance against Grail Knights. It doesn't matter what the battle difficulty is. They don't stand a chance. That's it. Escort that one off the battlefield or wipe it out. Because none of them are on force march. That's it. Let's just lure them away over here. Okay, get back. Give them time to come back out again. Good. Wipe them down to last man. Bounce of power is getting better. See, that's a little bit of a problem when they come in and you just don't see it. But it's only Illyrian Reavers. Even if we sucked up the full charge from that, it just isn't going to do that much to us at all. Good. Just Get him off the battlefield, that's it. Okay, they're only Illyrian Reavers, not that big of a deal. If you could come around the back of it, that would be good. Just get off the battlefield quickly. Because there's a reinforcement location here and there. We may have seen the back end of that one. Where'd you go? Okay. I don't know why it's playing High Elf music. I'm clearly winning. So what we're doing here, we're dealing with the units that our particular units are actually very well suited for. Lightly armored archers and lightly armored cavalry going up against super heavy armored anti-large cavalry and super heavy armored well, it says anti-infantry, but they're not really. Anti-infantry cavalry. Well, we might get another chain lightning in. Alright, is that it? Is that the last of it? Nope, still got more coming in. Okay, that means no more cavalry are coming in. This might be the last. Oh no, I was wrong there. So yeah, he had a really good army. I think he just didn't really know how to use it correctly in this spot here, but his trebuchets were actually a gigantic weakness. Don't hold that unit defensively. Just get it off the battlefield right away. It's just good you weren't caught in force march. You really don't want to get caught in force march in an army like this because you need to be able to withdraw. Mobility is your greatest strength. A lot of people really underrate how powerful having the speed advantage and having the ability to actually withdraw certain units off the battlefield actually is. Okay, is that it? Is that the last of their reinforcements? It does seem like it. There's nothing else coming in. Okay then. They're splitting themselves up into two groups. This could be a good opportunity to wreck them. So what we need to do now, go around this, charge downhill. Oh god. Charge downhill into this. So we just have to keep them down at the bottom of the hill. So yeah, we're going to go around this force here. Don't engage with that. And what we're going to do is charge right downhill and hopefully just roll them right up. Because this is pretty weak. And you always want to be attacking the enemy's weak spots, not their strong spots. Charging into that. Might end up regretting it, but it's going to piss me off otherwise. I don't need everyone to go over there. Anyway, the spearman's far enough back there that we don't need to worry about it too much. Okay, nope. See, this is why we don't charge into missile units that are really close to spearmen, because they just run back and then the spearmen get you. But I just need to provide enough of distraction so I can get over here. Because they're going to shoot at us no matter what. Just don't fully commit. Okay, we're gonna fully commit into this one though. It's playing autotide music now, so I think it's letting us know we're actually winning. Maybe it was playing High Elf music because they had a lot of reinforcements in reserve and it countered that in terms of this. Oh yeah, we got a timer as well. I'm pretty sure the battle's going to be over pretty soon. Because we haven't taken that much damage. Okay, bring them in as well. Specifically, get rid of the archers first, obviously. That's not ideal there. If you hit them in the rear, maybe they'll break. No one got left behind, right? Yeah, but there's a couple over there. Don't worry about lance formation either, that's shit formation. Just makes the cavalry derpy. That's it, cause a giant blob, get them to rout. See, the main reason they're routing now, even though they're in pretty good shape, is because of the faster, stronger enemies penalty nearby. And of course we've inflicted death on their general. Alright, we've got another chain lightning ready to go. Just help these guys off the battlefield. See, just clear out this area here first. Good. Alright. Alright, a little bit of damage on that, but I think we traded really well. Because yeah, another thing we've got to consider is that we can't be doing one-on-one trade-offs. Like, one Grail Knight or Grail Guardian to take out one Spearman unit is a horrible trade-off. You know, up against this kind of army, you need each individual unit to get hundreds of kills just for them to do their worth. Otherwise, it's unacceptable. Alright, let's get another chain lightning down. Oh, they did a fair bit of damage. This looks pretty good over here. I'll take that. Can't overcast chain lightning. Come on, come on, come on. That might be the best one so far. Nice. And that caused the army losses. Alright, quick guys, get over there and run them down. This is actually a pretty good place for them to break, because it's close-ish to the middle of the map, so it's going to take them a while to run away. But High Elves are fairly quick, so we got to move fast. And the most important thing here, something that I like to do wherever possible with these disaster battles, is make sure that his army is actually okay. You know, I don't really consider it that valuable to win somebody a battle and then be like, here's your army back. It's like 2 units remaining, and they're like, oh, thanks. Might as well have just lost. You gotta keep your army alive. Yeah, they're actually gonna run off the battlefield, I think. We'll kill as many of them as we can. They'll give us more loot money. But the main thing with using cavalry in Total War Warhammer is you really need to pick your engagements with care. Just because a unit is in front of you or because you are an elite unit doesn't mean you should just charge in. Okay, that's actually a really stupid mentality, because if you've got an elite unit and you charge it into a bunch of low tier spears thinking it's a low tier spears, it shouldn't be that bad. The problem is that even if you do end up beating the spears, you're still traded poorly. So you need to make sure with every single engagement that you trade well, which is why if we're going to fight a spearman, we actually have to break it, or we have to charge it out so hard that most of the unit dies pretty much straight away. Taking out the lords is not essential. Let's get new ones, because we definitely didn't wipe out all the forces. Okay, most of them got off the battlefield or are dead. Yeah, we should get rid of as many of the archers as possible. They're actually kind of more dangerous than... See, the archer and spearman combination is very useful against cavalry, because you use the spearmen to protect against the chargers, but the archers are the ones that do all the damage. Which is kind of what happened here. I couldn't just charge in on the archers, because the spearmen were there. Alright, once this bunch of units over here is dead, we should be fine to end the battle. Alright, that should do it. Yeah, we only end up taking a small amount of damage, because, like, a lot of the units got damaged but didn't get killed, especially with the hippogriffs, right? Only one of them actually died. But yeah, every single unit managed to dish out hundreds of kills except for these two. But they were responsible for taking out single entities. Like, this guy helped with taking out Eltharion, and this one big time helped against Elariel, who was being an annoying annoying person. Alright, so looking at some of the damage that they dealt out. Yeah, the Illyrian Reaver archers were annoying, but I just couldn't charge into them. Sometimes you just have to accept a unit is going to dish out damage to you, and just try to mitigate the damage rather than charge in and end up taking even more damage. Well, I don't think that the High Elves are going to attack you again. That actually looks like it's the last of them. Maybe that's why it was all just full of spearmen. This is their last settlement, and you're just about to finish them off. Well, with what you've got here now, you should be able to do that. I'm assuming you've got Lightning Strike. That guy was pretty high level. Just making sure nothing else bad happens over the end turn here. It doesn't look like it. Good, and you got the Blessing of the Lady, so now you're going to have even more physical resistance. Cool, all that stuff's good. And this guy here, you didn't get Lightning Strike. It's like the first thing you should get with your Bretonnian Lords. Well, you beat them once, you can beat them again. No. They didn't send Tyrion with the Sword of Cain at us. That would have been a problem, but I think we could have handled it. Protector of the realm. Yeah, as Bretonnia, I don't recommend picking up the Sword of Cain. Oh, then again, this is on very hard campaign difficulty, so you can pick it up for a little bit. But yeah, I would highly recommend finishing them off. Anyway, what the hell? Oh, the fucking agent here. This guy did more damage than all of their armies combined managed to do. Look at that shit. You son of a bitch. Oh, well, what are you gonna do? Oh, that's not ideal. What level's that hero? Oh, yeah, there was no blocking that. That's unfortunate. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time, fuckers. Bye.